There you go. Oops. Mm,
Wow.
this is.
I have passion pine, which is made of pineapple and passion fruit.
I have the baobab burst. This is our healthy treat, guys. Our healthy treat is 100% natural juice. What do you have?
I have ginger, orange, and pineapple.
Mm, that tastes heavenly.
Heavenly,
Oh,
it
this
is.
this is
I am
so
taking
tasty.
some vitamin C, good for the body and the skin.
Our healthy treat is 100% natural, except for the baobab. They have to use some water to extract it. And the water they use is good water, mineral water. And so it's safe. Your kids can have it. You can have it as family. This is really heavenly. They also have the beetroot as well as the watermelon.
I'm sure they have carrots. Carrots. I love the combination of beetroot and carrots.
Yes, they also have that.
It's so
They have
nice.
it.
Wow.
They do a whole lot of things. I can't even mention all of them. But let's take a little break and see what more they do. Our healthy treats, guys, you should play some others.
Try it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of This is Life. Today we will be talking about financial responsibilities in marriage and relationships. Who takes the bigger part when it comes to financial responsibilities? Is it the man or the woman? Ladies?
What do you think?
Yeah. Who? Lady in red.
Lady in red.
What do you think, Laura?
I personally,
Yeah.
I am partly Cameroonian to begin with. And as a West African woman who grew up in West Africa, culturally, we believe that the man is the head of the family.
Yeah.
The man takes care of the woman. And the good thing is, our West African men would gladly take care of a woman. Very often, they won't even want you to take up any financial responsibilities because West African men in particular, love respect.
Are you talking about the new generation West African men or our parents?
I am
She's
talking
still-
about
she's still coming.
the new generation and our parents.
Okay.
Yes, it is true that things are shifting,
Yeah.
things are changing, but the only difference, I think it's still the same thing. It's
Okay.
still the same ideology and the same cultural values. I think the only difference now is back in the days of our parents and grandparents, things were a little different. Life was
Cheaper.
life was cheaper. You know, it was easier.
It's more affordable.
It was more affordable, so the man could carry the entire responsibility of the family.
Yeah.
I'm talking about marriage and relationship, where our grandmothers and grandmothers used to just be housewives, and it would work because, of course, they also took upon other responsibilities like childcare,
Yeah.
taking care of the household and farming and the like. And back then, our grandfathers owned farms where they would have many wives and many children who would cultivate these farms. And then
Yeah.
to take so any other thing that has to do with finances, the man could easily provide it
Yeah.
without being so burdened
Yeah.
burdened with it. But in our society of today, it is a little different. Still the same ideology.
Yes.
It's a little different. Women are now more empowered than before. Women want to work, and you wouldn't want to keep a woman at home just to be a housewife when there's so many things to take care of. For that reason, women are starting to get into the women are making themselves busy. You would hardly find a woman who is just a housewife. No, you would want every woman, whether in a relationship or in marriage, would want to contribute would want to work or maybe be involved in business. And I don't see any reason why a woman is working and expects the man to still carry the burden, the financial burden, 100%.
Okay. So, Laura, what you're saying is are you in support of okay, before we dive deep into this, right? Marriage, relationships, they work differently. So I'm going to be looking at relationships first before we look at marriage. Because the level of responsibility that you have when you're married is different from when you are dating. But in relationship here, we're talking about committed relationship that
Exactly.
has the potential to become something more. So I totally get you back. Man, when we talk of financial responsibilities and we're talking about Africa and we're talking about our culture in those days, it demanded the men to take carefully, be there fully, provide. Men are born providers. They are born protectors. Okay. Like you said, yes, the world is changing and, things are becoming more difficult. You will not expect the man to carry the whole burden. But to what extent do you want the man to still carry this burden now? That is what we want to look at today. So some people will say, I do 50-50. Some people will say, I'm comfortable with 40-60. I'm comfortable with 80-20. Now, what is it that you're comfortable with that you think is fair? And what do you use to determine what is fair? I think that's the problem that we have, and that's what we actually want to talk about today.
To me, I would say that if it's a relationship, we're bringing 100.
Okay.
100 in the sense that I should understand when you're down and be the support system.
Yes.
And when I am down, you are my support system. When
Yes.
it's in relationship that we're working towards something bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, we're bringing all the A games.
Okay.
That is what I think. But most of the times, you still have to be the leading man.
Yes.
Because the man leads. They used to say the man leads, the woman follows.
Okay.
Normally, the natural sense of it, the man is the leader.
The man is the leader.
So, even in that relationship, yes, I would do it once in a while,
Yes.
but then you have to stand as the man.
Okay.
Because you have to show me your power as the man. I know that you can lead when we have a family.
Yes.
So, that's how I say it.
Okay, but when you talk about, like she mentioned, you talk about 100 to 100.
Yeah.
All right, you bring your 100, he brings his 100. Now, does it have to do with how much you earn? Because if he's earning more and you're earning less, now 100 here means what? I don't know what it means. Is 100 a particular amount, or 100 is just like all what you can get? You put on the table.
We eat putting table cake.
Because to start with, all right, to be honest, there are some men who don't even have the table.
Yeah.
So where are you placing this?
Now, when I say 100, I'm saying we are investing. Relationship is
Okay,
investing.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
I'm investing. You're investing. But you have to know, as the man, you have to show me you're leading the way.
Okay.
You understand? That's the
Yes.
100. It's not like I'm taking my whole financial stuff and I'm putting and you're putting.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
There are people who would not have money, but there are other things
That they can do.
Yeah, they can do.
Yes.
The physical cash is not there, but there are
Yes.
things that they can do
Yes.
and make things work out. That's
Absolutely.
what I mean by the 100.
Absolutely.
Then I say, I put money,
You put money.
brother, you lie.
Yes, because Elora, if you have to break down the money, you have the bills in the house, you have the rents to be paid, you have, let's just take in the case of a relationship where the kids are not yet involved.
That's marriage. You're talking about marriage? Are you
just
cohabiting?
relationship.
For now, I want to look at the relationship.
If you're not cohabiting,
You're not
we should
cohabiting.
establish that.
Yeah.
Yes, you're not cohabiting.
We're not cohabiting.
All right. Okay, then that becomes really tricky.
Yeah.
But let's look at the relationship, because now to really explore the whole financial thing, you better look at it in a way that they are cohabiting. Can we stay? Whether
No,
you like
I'm
it.
So
not-
we're
not talking
promoting
about can we stay
can we
here.
stay.
About can we
I'm
stay?
not-
Okay, let's
It
take
means
can
we're
we stay
promoting
away.
can we stay.
Okay, but why won't you promote can we stay? What's wrong with can we stay? Tell me.
Everything
That's not the topic we're talking about today.
is
but
wrong
what
with
is wrong
can we
with it?
stay.
Delphine,
Yes.
I can visit you and stay for a week.
Yes.
And I go back to my place.
Yes.
You can come to my place
Yes.
and stay for some days
Yes.
and go back.
Okay.
That is different.
Yes.
The same will stay now from January to December to January to December. Lie. That is already, if I see finish.
I know.
You understand?
Yes.
I become now doing the wife duties, washing
When
your
you're still a
dress.
girlfriend.
Yeah, when I'm still a girlfriend. Washing duties.
Yes.
Eating bearded meat.
Yes.
Serving you.
No, don't talk about eating bearded meat, because while he's eating your bearded meat, you're eating something.
and see me, we're all eating bearded meat.
Yes.
All of us are eating bearded meat.
Exactly.
You
No, but the
understand? But you're
bottom
doing
line
wifey
is-
duties. You
Yes,
understand?
I understand.
So I don't accept the can we stay.
Okay. We will not talk about can we stay, because honestly, if we want to get into this conversation, it's gonna really blow out of
proportion.
Because to be honest, I remember the other day online when Delhi was talking about something. I said, I have said, don't go and live with a man if you are not yet married.
Don't.
Now there are the financial part of it that you can say that, okay, you do not know how to really manage this because you don't know how this man is not committed to you in any way. So there are levels to which you can sacrifice, right? But at the same time, I wrote her and I said, oh, Deli, I think this is a conversation you and I should have. I was hoping that it could be like on This Is Life, and I bet you we're gonna have so much fun. Because guess what? I'm gonna be on the other side of the chair. Yes, but forgetting can we stay, let's just look at the relationship
Committed
now. We're not gonna look at let's say housing, because you're not living together. Okay, so you live individually. Now, what is the responsibility in a normal committed relationship? The man owes you no particular responsibility to take care of you, does he?
I think the man owes you basic responsibility.
Okay.
The man should be, I mean, maybe a monthly allowance. For
you're
you.
not married yet.
You're not married.
Okay.
What he can afford
Yeah.
for a monthly allowance for you
Okay.
to take care of yourself, since he's not there to directly take care of those things.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's enough.
And what do you owe him?
The fact that there'll be days when I cook
I'll obviously cook for him.
in my house most of the time.
I would make sure he's okay.
Okay.
And of course, most often he'll eat in my house.
Yes.
You know, because you were actually just stating here those same things and saying you don't want to do them because you're not married to him.
No,
but here we are
no,
talking about a committed
Delphine.
relationship, and you still have to do those.
Delphine, I'll cook in my house. So
Okay,
obviously
he
I
would
could
have
not
to
cook
cook
at
at
his
house.
place. I could cook in
You
my
understand?
house.
Okay, two different opinions.
No, it's the same thing. I think we are saying the same. There are days that you would want to cook at his place.
Okay.
Maybe you want to cook too many meals just to save in the fridge for him to eat.
Okay.
You would, for convenience sake, you would go cook there. Or days that you want to clean up his place,
Yeah.
you go cook there so that you just clean up everything. There are days that we say you spend nights there. So there's no way you can spend nights there without
not
cooking there.
Wife duty, right?
No.
Are you not eating? You need to
No,
eat.
it is not. You two need to eat. It is not wifey duty. Even as a friend, if I have a male friend,
You
right,
cook for them.
and I go to his house and see that there's no food, okay, I cook for him. I'll clean his house. If I go to his house and see that it's dirty, I can do that for him.
Okay, but you don't.
So it's not. At this point, I wouldn't see it as, oh, this is your duty, or
Okay.
this is your duty.
Yeah.
I see
It's
it
a
as
relationship.
it is a relationship. We take care of each other as well as I can take care of a sister or a brother or a friend.
Yeah.
I'll take care of this person who's oped with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and that's how I say it.
So in that case, when you are still dating, is the percentage different from when you're married?
Sure.
It is different. I think when you're still dating, you can't even begin to talk about percentage. What are you talking about?
Yes. What is the responsibility?
What are the responsibilities for what's needed?
Yes.
You know, I think to me, just do what you can.
Yeah.
But be respectful.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
Be kind.
Okay.
You can observe little things like I just mentioned earlier that if I go to his house and I see that the house is dirty, it's not like it is my duty to clean it.
Yeah.
It is but normal
To clean it.
to clean it.
Yes.
And if he comes and he observes and sees that, okay, I'm financially down, or I need something, or I haven't done my hair, maybe I have my wigs are old, or
Yeah.
my rent is due, he can step in. So it's just sorry, I lost the word. But it's just about taking care of each other and being kind to each other, you know. When it's gotten to the level of marriage, you guys can start talking about that. Very often the man will bring up these topics because, I mean, the man knows he's the one who is going to pop the question, and he knows that, okay, there's in 2 months or in 3 months or in 6 months, very often he will be the one to. I'm not saying he must be the one to,
Yeah.
but very often it is the man who's going to bring up that topic. At that point, which I advise everyone who is in a relationship, there are things that you must talk about before marriage.
Sure.
Because if you miss those things, trust me,
Gone, baby, gone.
yes, gone baby gone. And financial responsibilities is one, it's on the top of the list because that can make Oma. So
Yeah.
you have to talk about that before marriage, not when you're married.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
Okay.
And Delphine, like she was saying, when these small things are the things that build the trust in the character of the person you're talking about. Which means if this person is thoughtful about me, oh, I've not eaten, hey babe, I made something. Please come and eat. You understand? Okay, this person is thoughtful about me. It means if I get married to this person, she'll be thoughtful about the kids, about the whole family. The man is the head, but the woman makes the home. You understand? Just like, okay, when the man too is thoughtful, I don't need to ask you, I need a week.
I don't need
I need
it.
this, I need that before you can give me something. A man who truly loves you and who is committed and wants this thing to work will think about you.
They will
And
notice those
you
things.
understand?
Yes.
Hey, I looked at my baby, or he can even see something, I would like this thing on my baby. And the person just buys it. Now, if he's not good at buying, he can just send you money. Hey, babe, I saw this thing, I liked it. Please, can you just, I'm sending you this. Can you buy it for you? I
Oh,
love it on
where
you.
are those
These are the
men?
things.
Yeah,
Women
my
that
boyfriend,
do it.
my first car, my boyfriend at the time bought me the car. That time I didn't even think that I needed a car.
Yes.
You know, because I could not afford it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I didn't want to let it bother me. And I'm someone who doesn't really compare. I'm very contented with what I have, but it doesn't mean I don't want more. He thought that I needed a car because I'm in the film. I'm in the entertainment industry, and you know some things that like when they say get my back, make her get your own back.
Yeah.
That's a relationship for you. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Like you have to. You not get to get each other. I didn't think about that. He did. And he got me a car.
He was thinking about your safety.
He was thinking about my safety. He was thinking about
you not stressing up.
he was thinking about, oh, this girl is in front of the cameras. She needs to be comfortable. She needs to appear somewhere looking good and comfortable. She needs to. She's always walking around with PAs and these people, all of them need. He thought about that I did not even think about it at that point. So that's, to me, that's how a relationship is supposed to be. It's not like it was his duty to get me a car. No, it wasn't his duty. He didn't owe me that. Yeah. But he did. And if someone is that kind to you, you too have to be kind to him, to them. And it doesn't mean that as a woman, the only thing you can do to your boyfriend is cook for them.
No.
Thank you.
Clean their,
No.
Thank you.
there are other financial responsibilities that you can come in. He could want to, trust me, if someone is so kind to you, be kind to them. It is reciprocal.
Yeah.
It's just like respect. It is reciprocal.
Yeah.
If someone, imagine my boyfriend at the time bought me that car and he wanted to get a land just for example, and then maybe he was short of say 2 million, I would give him gladly.
Yeah.
You know, so it is a two-way thing
Yeah.
when it comes to a relationship. Without having the conversation,
Yeah.
it just has to flow.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm glad we're having this conversation, and it's really important that sometimes we have to, hit the nail on certain places just so we can provoke the conversation more, and which is exactly what I was doing at the beginning. Yes, I just needed to provoke it more. Like you ladies have said, I think I wanted us to treat the relationship, the first segment, because it's different from marriage altogether.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. In a relationship, many things are not discussed. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
There is no need for them to be
Yeah.
discussed. So it's about revealing who you are over time and just reciprocating to what the other person is doing. Like Laura said, if somebody is kind to you, it makes no sense not to be kind to them. If you don't, except you don't love them. Because if you love them, you will naturally be kind to them. So with relationships, you can't actually say that I'm expecting my boyfriend to do this. I'm expecting them to do this because they have no financial responsibility.
Yeah, they don't owe you that.
towards you. They don't owe you that.
Okay, before you continue,
Yes.
there's this thing you talked about kindness. You
Yeah.
don't have to wait for somebody to be kind to you
Before you can be kind
Exactly.
to them. So one person has to be kind first, and it could be you. You
Yeah.
have to wait for them to
Yeah.
be kind to you. And this whole thing that girls always say, oh, I cooked for him. I used to wash his clothes. He still loved me. So that is very disturbing because it gives a notion that you were doing all those things for a reason. You were doing those things because you thought he was going to stay back because of them, not because it was actually who you are. Because like Laura said, if you walk into a space that is dirty, it doesn't matter if that person is your boyfriend or not. If you don't love untidy places, the natural instinct is to want
Tidy.
everything together.
Together.
If you have friends and they are hungry, the natural thing is to want to give them something if you have. Even if you can't cook, sometimes you can give them some money to buy something to eat. But I feel like relationships, most of them fail because people think that others owe them something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody really owes you something. They
Nobody.
do it out of their kindness. And when you say, yes, I do to someone, now we're talking about someone else. And this is why we'll have to dive into marriage because relationships are completely different and it's difficult for us to completely dissect this topic with relationships.
Yeah.
But let's dive into marriage and see how that works. And let me hear your expectations.
All right, before we continue with that, let's have a short break. When we come back, we'll continue to talk about this relationships, who takes the greater responsibility.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. And before we went on our quick break, we were talking about who takes care of the home or who takes care of the relationship or marriage financially. We just talked about the relationship, which, much cannot be established. But when it comes to marriage, a whole lot of factors have to be taken into consideration.
Yeah.
Even before we talk about the financial responsibility, it has to do a lot with who is doing what. Right, Laura?
Yeah. It has a lot to do with
Yeah.
who is doing what. And these conversations, like I said earlier, has to be made before marriage,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
during marriage. Because
Okay.
if you miss these conversations before marriage, trust me, to begin with, I'm not married. I've never been married before. I'm actually very single.
Okay.
Yeah. So these conversations have to be made. I'm saying this because correct me if I say something wrong and
Okay.
do not judge me. I've not been married before.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But once you have these conversations before marriage, these and other very important things before marriage, trust me, it would be very easy and very convenient for both parties.
Okay.
And of course, the kids that you're going to bring into the world and extended families.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in Africa, so we understand these things. It has to do with, we have to start from who does what.
Yeah.
You can't just skip that straight to who brings what.
Yeah.
For example, I'm a filmmaker. I travel a whole lot, and I meet someone who does almost the same thing as me. And
Yeah.
trust me, if we have to start making a family as soon as we get married, we have to start by who does what.
Yes. Who is making what sacrifice?
Who is making what sacrifice? Who is giving up what?
Yeah.
And if you have this topic without thinking that it's a competition or it's an argument, it's going to be very smooth. And it's going to be favorable for both of you. Now, once you have this, you've established who does what and who makes what sacrifice. Kindly, honestly, you're having this conversation like, I got you, do not worry.
Yes.
These decisions that we're making today is not for me, it's for you and I.
Yeah.
Once you have these honest conversations using very kind and comfortable words, and then you can dive into who brings what. For example, if my boyfriend today tells me, okay, we're getting married, but then I want you to slow down on your travels. Slowing down on my travels automatically means
Less money.
money is coming in.
Yeah.
And of course, he's going to have more money. Now, once we establish that and everyone is okay, we can go on and say, okay, now that you have less. Personally, I would want to say a woman, to be on the safe side, a woman should bring 30%, while the man brings 70%.
30-70.
30-70 for me. And to make it easier,
Yeah.
you could say, you take care of the household, you take care of groceries,
For the lady.
yeah, you take,
Okay.
to make it easy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes sometimes
Yeah.
the 70-30 can be monetized.
Yes. Yeah.
It's easier to monetize it. Sometimes it's a little difficult,
Yes.
especially if you don't have a steady source of income.
Yeah.
It comes in quarterly or per project.
Yes.
It's difficult to monetize it at that point.
You don't know when it's
You don't know when it's coming. You don't know how much is coming. So at some point, you could be like, okay, to make it easier, how about you take care of the household, like groceries, bills, and then I take care of the bulk of it, like school fees for kids, house rent if you don't have a house yet, and those things. I think it's easier that way.
food.
Groceries is for the
It's
ladies.
grocery.
For
Food is so damn
Now,
expensive.
Laura, that's just what I wanted to say. Do you know
No
that food
way.
is more expensive
No.
than any other thing?
F-way.
Like food is
no, when I
very
say
expensive.
groceries, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that the man would stay completely away from that.
There are people who would say
there are
that,
bulk
they will
of
not
things
look
that
at
the man will always buy this bulk of things like
Okay.
rice, like those bulk
Yeah,
things.
it's just like go pick up other little
Then you can go
things
pick up the little things that you normally pick up
Except
weekly.
so-
and market, yeah.
Weekly, but the things that you pick up monthly or quarterly, of course, I think the man will always come in.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
because it's the household stuff. Yeah. So I think if you try to do it, monetize it, and then, or if it's not possible in that sense, you try to talk about who takes care of what.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
Geraldine.
before all the questions you asked, the first thing would be I would continue to work even after getting married.
Sure.
I have seen people who work and then they get married and the man is like, yo, babe,
I got you.
you got to stay home.
They're like, I got you, so stay home,
Yes,
my
so
name.
you stay home, take care of the
goes
home
south.
while I hustle the
Yeah.
money.
No.
Yes, but you have to do an agreement with that.
Yeah. Sign it.
I'm telling you, no, it's not signing. It's not. It's not about you signing
It's
it.
very difficult for
my God.
for a partner to stay at home, bro. Things are so expensive nowadays.
It's difficult, Laura. But there are people like that.
Yes.
I have a neighbor. This wifey was working in a bank, and she stopped. She stopped working because the man wanted her to be at home and take care of
With the
the
kids.
family.
She has to be there.
Believe you me, the kids were not yet there.
Okay. When she stopped
Because-
working, the kids were not there.
The kids were not there because his mother is a BP and diabetic patient.
Okay.
So the woman became the caregiver.
Okay.
You understand? And that is how your dream is killed and every other thing. That's why I say it's very important for you to have an agreement. At least for a woman, when you put to birth, you take at least
You
3
naturally
months.
take some
You
time.
naturally
Yeah,
take
for
3
Cameroon
months,
is 3 months
stay
maternity
home and
leave.
take care of the kid and
Yes.
all of that.
Yes.
But that question is very, very important.
Yes.
And then for the other side, I think it is relative because there are people who would want to say, okay, you take care of the grocery and I'll take care of the bigger things. There are people who will not
What are the bigger
accept.
things?
I know my friend's uncle would say, I will never eat a woman's money. Like if I want to eat, I'll give you the money to cook the food. That man doesn't eat money that he has not given. He doesn't eat food that he has not given.
What happens
money.
if he goes broke?
Because he has his investment
finally
anyway.
eat a woman's
You understand? He has his investment. That's why he sees like he can never go broke. You know, he does land.
So
and
recently,
real estate.
I faced the situation. So someone approached me, and I mean a friend, a mutual friend,
Yes.
introduced us, and he wanted to get married like right away. He wanted us to get married.
Yo.
So, I mean, apart from the many things that he were red flags,
Yes. As red as your dress.
as red as my beautiful, the gorgeous dress I'm wearing. One thing that caught my attention he kept saying, "My woman can never earn more than I do."
Oh, problem.
He kept saying that.
Okay.
No, you can't just go jump and say my woman cannot earn more than. No, that means we're not even going to have that conversation.
Yeah.
As to
There's no
who
room
is
for it.
sacrificing. That means you're telling me that there's no room.
Yeah.
He kept saying that in front of me, in so many conversations.
Okay.
That was the last straw for me.
No, that's him showing himself as an insecure person.
Yes, we're never
Because
going to
there are men who think.
did early.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God you are smart enough because there are men who think that when their women start earning more than them, they become the man of the house. The woman becomes controlling, like, oh, I the earn more money, now me I dey invest more for this house. So it becomes secure. It feels like they have lose their manhood. You understand? So that is how some men are. But a mature
But
man,
a mature man would
that's
have
why
the
I'm
conversation
saying
with
a
you.
mature man will be proud of the woman because your woman brings you honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you don't want that to happen in your family, it's okay to have that conversation.
Why would you not
a
want it to happen?
Exactly. Why would you not even
happen?
want it to happen? That's to say, so if I get promoted today, what happens?
What happens? It's
Stop-
either your
stop
job or the
working.
marriage.
Yeah.
So you have to.
So it's going to be either your job or the marriage,
or the
or
marriage.
yeah. So that's a red flag,
So you are saying
and that's yes. There's some instances where A man can have a very beautiful conversation with you.
Yeah.
Not saying let go of what you've been building, but saying, okay, that's a nice way of talking to someone. That the person will not even notice that that's what's going on.
That's right. It's like, let me come into your life and make it easier now. Just relax.
Yes, just relax. You know,
And you start feeling like
and you start feeling like, oh, I really need to relax.
I think this is what I need.
How
But
about
what
I
he's
drop this?
actually saying is that
You don't have to earn more money. But you won't even notice because it's beautiful.
You feel like you're being pampered,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. So Geraldine, what would you think? Is she 70-30? Laura is 70-30. What are yours?
Would I say 70-30? Let me see. The man is the head of the house.
Yeah.
You understand? And so I would not put a percentage, but I know I should be a support system.
Okay.
I'm not putting any percentage, but I should be a support system. Meaning what? If he's down, I should be there to hold him up. You
If he is
understand?
not down.
If he's not down, there are certain things they don't need to tell you to buy.
Okay.
If I'm out there, the house needs this, you understand? I buy and I bring home. There are days when I'll be like, can you just chill and not be the man today? Let me spoil you.
Yes.
And I take you for a weekend
Yes.
and I spoil you.
there we
You
go.
understand?
There
So
we
I don't want to put a percentage to that. It should be a correspondence. How do you call that?
It's a partnership.
It's a partnership, so I
Okay.
cannot put a percentage to it.
Oh, good. Nice. Good talk.
Say
What
what
do I feel, Delphine?
Yeah, she's coming with a bomb.
Okay.
Girls, marriage is hell.
Yeah.
And it's heaven at the same time. It's hell some days. Some
Tell
days
us.
it's
I
heaven.
mean, you've been there. So.
Tell us.
I am there. Yeah, well, for me, it's difficult to put a percentage, honestly. It is because, look, when you're married to a man who is already successful, it's different. Who has enough to take care of you and even take care of your generation to come.
Yeah.
That is completely different. Stay, be the queen. You understand? I'm not saying don't work, but I'm saying enjoy being pampered and taken care of. But if you're married and both of you have to struggle, then it's different. You have to, on a whole different level of us, that no one can quantify it
Yeah.
into percentages. You can't. Because you have to give all of you almost at every time. It's like 100% of you. Almost every day. Likewise, he is giving 100% of him almost every day for you to make it. So when people sit and talk about percentages, what works for us is 50-50. She picks the groceries, I pick the bills. She picks the rent, I pick the school fees. I'm like, hell no. There's no such thing as a 50-50.
Oh, yeah.
At every point in a marriage, someone is giving more.
Yeah.
Whether it is financially or physically or emotionally or psychologically, somebody is giving more. And because someone is not putting in more financially doesn't mean they are contributing less.
Yeah.
Okay.
You as the woman, you can expect a man who gives in physically, emotionally, psychologically to, at the same time, give him 100% financially.
Financially.
That is selfish.
Yeah.
It's not possible. Because sometimes you hear women just say it so lousily. He's a man, let him take care of it. Let him take care of what? You understand? Let him take care of what exactly?
They be hit. So,
So what is your own responsibility in that home? For example, if your man were to be down to them, maybe he was fine and something happens. It's a
Yeah.
businessman. Business place is burned down. Something drastic happens and that money is gone. Your children are going to school. School fee is due. What do? Do you say, when we met, we agreed that he was going to... You understand?
Yeah.
When we met, we had a conversation that you could take care of the fee. If I'm the man, I'm packing your bags out.
So this,
You understand?
Yeah.
So men would say, I don't want you working. I'm comfortable. Some men,
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with you not working. But guess what? The day that they fall and you're unable to lift them up, that's the day you know that they hate everything about you.
Yeah.
have a grumpy
Because they're
human
like,
being.
damn it, there was no backup.
Yeah.
Because women do backup even without telling their men.
Yeah.
Well, we hardly tell them.
You don't have
so
to
that,
tell
that that brings me to the question that what about joint accounts? The idea of
Yeah.
joint accounts. How do you manage this? Savings.
Okay.
Backup for tomorrow.
The joint account, for one person to withdraw money, the two signatories have
No,
to agree.
I'm asking that. How do you manage that generally?
Yeah.
What's your idea? Is it 100% all put together in one account, or separate accounts personally, and then there's a joint account?
To me, I see the joint
How do you
account.
see it?
We plan for the kids, we plan for future. That could go for the joint account. You understand? But on a normal, Uncle get one account, Mr. get one account.
Okay.
You understand? There's a family account,
Yes.
and then there's individual accounts. That is how I see it. We cannot put everything
Yes.
into one place. What if you do that, and then tomorrow that bank is non-existing? You understand? It's
There is
closed
a
down.
divorce. Let's face facts.
You understand?
And there is a divorce and you need money and the other says, I'm not
I'm not signing.
Signing.
You understand?
Problem there.
It's in there. You need it so badly to initiate this divorce. He's done something really nasty. You want to go. And he's like, I got you. I got you trapped. So you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we're not looking at
Yeah,
the worst
yeah.
case
So
scenario.
you feel that it should be partial. There should be a joint account for a particular purpose, and then you both have individual accounts.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, for you. For me, generally, I think not one thing works. Individuals have things that work in their marriages, right?
Yeah.
So it depends.
No, it
on
cannot
your
be general,
dynamics.
yeah.
Yes, it depends on your dynamics.
Welcome back, guys. So before we went on a short break, we were talking about a very, very sensitive one.
Yeah.
Joint account, the idea of a joint account,
Yeah.
how it works, and when does it work?
Well, generally, like I said, I think it depends on the couple. It is good to have a joint account for the family. And for some people, they want to have another joint account just for them. But it's important to have something aside for you.
Something aside for you. Now, it brings us to the question of, because if you are talking about joint accounts,
Yeah.
you should be talking about who brings what to the table.
Yes.
Very often, the man will ask you, what do you bring to the
To the
table? So before you even go to talking about joint accounts or which money goes to which account,
Yes.
you should start by saying who brings what.
do you bring?
What do you bring?
But some people don't even have a table. And they're talking about what do you bring to the table. Honestly, there are men out there who don't even have a table. Not even a wooden table.
Yo.
Complex of a marble table or a golden table.
Yo.
It's just about what do you bring to the table. You are not even made.
Oh my God.
You don't even know where you're going to. You've got no vision. Honestly, I find that very annoying. If you are a man who can stand and ask a woman what you bring to the table, you better have a golden table ready for her.
Wait,
Because even when the woman is not self-made, even when the woman has nothing, women take nothing and make it something. And if you find a good woman, a kind woman, you already have enough on that table. She doesn't need to bring anything else. She's bringing herself. She's going to give you children.
Okay.
Yes. To walk into the delivery room and come out with a kid,
Okay.
that's a miracle. You can't have anything else on that table. So don't ask a woman what you bring to the table. No, actually, we need to start asking men what they bring to the table.
Delphine, look.
We all have tables.
Look, just like Laura said, women now ask men, what do you bring to the table?
Yes.
I think this question comes because of certain people.
Okay.
All right, there are ladies who think that because they give you bearded meat, they don't need to do any other thing, and then you have to do everything for them.
Okay, but do these women get to give you children?
Auntie Chill, you must not give children. They never give
Do
children.
they?
Excuse me, they are just dating, you understand?
Oh, we're talking about marriage, sweetheart.
Auntie, we're talking both relationship and marriage.
Keep marriage out.
will
Keep
come.
relationship outside.
No, let me take from one. Now we cannot be dating.
All right.
You understand? I'm standing on the boys' side now.
Okay.
We cannot be dating, and
Yes.
the only thing you give me is bearded meat.
Okay.
And come on, I have the right to ask you what do you bring to the table.
Okay.
Because without that, there are girls who will not bring you even calmness. Sometimes a man does not need your money or all of that.
Yeah.
If I am able to go out there, the world is so cruel now. Men are not respected. Somebody disrespects you out there. They shout on you. You lose money. You're hustling and all of that. And it's not working. At least if I come home, you should be my calmness. You should be my peace. You understand?
What are you bringing to the table? Daphne, what are you bringing?
Auntie, calm down.
I'm bringing you peace.
Auntie, I am the table.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is, this is where the question comes from. What are you bringing to the table? Just as a woman who is working, we have a lot of gigolos now.
Okay.
You understand? There are guys who just want to date girls that are really hustling, who've got it all together.
Yeah.
All right, baby, you take care of me, you dress me up, you feed me, and all of that. Now, you have your right to ask him, what do you bring to the table?
You're asking a gigolo what he's bringing to the table.
Yes, because there comes a time when you get tired.
from him on a table?
What does a girl want from a guy?
Excuse me, Lord, I don't know
Yes,
if you get my
it's
point.
the same thing.
If you meet a guy and you know that that guy is purpose there because they want something from you, just like a woman. If you meet a woman and you know that they are there because they want something peculiar from you,
It doesn't start like they are there for something.
Why
They
are
will
you
show
even
you
bringing them to your table?
Come on, they'll show you a good side, like, oh, I got you. You understand? It's always sweet at the beginning until you start realizing, no, I don't want this, so you just kind of can't collect. You understand? That is when because from the first date you cannot start asking what are you bringing to the table.
Okay, so
I
where are
am
you allowed to
investing
ask?
in you. I am doing all of this, but you're not doing anything to impact my own life. You understand?
Yes.
I could have a project. The only thing is you come like, hey, what's up? How is your project going? You're showing interest. At least that is something, you understand?
Okay.
But you're just there. You chop bearded meat, you sleep. Hey, baby, I want your roasted fish. Baby, you cannot even take
Now, who
me
is
out.
talking, the man or the woman?
I'm talking both.
Okay.
Baby, it's weekend. You cannot even take me out to have some fun. You understand? That is where it becomes a problem. Now, in marriage, what do you bring to the table? No, it doesn't work like that. Because I think before you make the decision of
You
marrying
already
that
know
person,
what they are bringing to the table, right?
yes, before you marry that person, you already know what that person can bring to the table.
Most
So
people
those
don't
are
even
two
have a
different
table.
things. Why will you marry somebody that doesn't bring anything
What
to
I
the
am
table?
trying to say here is most people don't even have a table by the time they're getting married. You go and two of you build a table and you're asking me what I'm bringing to the table that I built with you. I don't know if you understand me.
No, I'm understanding you on this. You build together. You build together, it's different.
Yeah, so it's
Actually, they don't even have wood. They don't have a carpenter.
Definitely, you're not
They
nice.
don't even have a carpenter who can cut the wood.
yeah.
I actually get the wood. I introduce you to a carpenter. We cut it. We build it. You
It's
ask me what
different.
I'm bringing to the table.
It's different. That's partnership
I
now.
hate the word or the sentence. What are you bringing to
What
the
do you
table?
bring into
I
the
just hate
table?
it.
Yes.
But would you accept that there are people who don't bring anything to the table?
No, somebody must bring something. Every human being brings something to the table.
Are you serious?
Find out what they bring.
Okay, they can bring chaos. That's still
No.
That's still bringing something to the table.
Because no matter how bad,
She's of the opinion that
there's something good
there's
about that.
always something that someone brings. So there's no point
Somebody must bring
asking.
something to the table.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, I mean we've had these conversations. I think we have some of us have similar ideologies, ideas, and philosophies about marriage. Other points are just I beg, we don't agree.
I know, right?
That goes a long way to tell us that there's no global universal. There's no constitution when it comes to marriage.
Yeah.
There's no rules and regulation. I think your rules and regulation is for you and you
Your
and that
partner.
person
Your partner.
that you've decided to make life with.
Yeah.
If you want to if you want to go to books or believe the so-called marriage counselors on social media who have no idea what they're even doing with their own lives. If you want to go watch those videos and think that you're going to implement it and force it down the throat of your partner, you failed.
You failed.
It has to do with just the two of you.
Yeah.
don't even your parents.
Yes.
Their lives were different. Your lives are different. So
Yeah.
it has to do with both of you. You sit as as partners, like you said.
Find out what works.
I prefer
Find out what
partnership.
works, talk
What works
about
for
it,
you.
and be honest about it, and be
Yeah.
kind about it, and make these decisions, and he live a happy marriage life.
And
That's my
I
opinion.
hate it when women say, "Oh, I don't feel dash man money."
Lord
That's
Jesus.
crazy.
Yes, you know, like a lot of women pretend that they can't have their man's back, just to show that somehow the man is the one doing everything for them.
If my friend tells me that, I will tell you that if you can't even have my own back,
Yeah.
because you're not a kind person.
Yeah.
Kind person, and that is like at some point it was like some kind of trend where women will brag like, I can do this for a man, I can do this for a man. If you're out there, you're a young lady and you listen to girls online telling you that, oh, I can do this for a man, you're wasting your time, because these women, you need to know the lengths
They are giving.
to please a man. They are buying them shoes, you are there buying just boxers. No, to be
And
honest,
singlets.
and singlets. These women are buying shoes, they are
Cars.
buying, some are buying cars, man. They don't even have cars.
Some are renting houses.
They are renting houses for their men, and those men have other women, and they know, and they are still desperately knocking those doors. So if you're out there, you have a good man, there is no such thing as 20%, 80%. You've got to have his back, and he's got to have your back. Whenever he is down, and you can step up, even pay the school fees, or pay the rents, if you have the money, and this is a hard-working man, proven himself that
Yep.
he is hardworking,
Yeah.
but something
Yeah.
just happened, he needs
Yeah.
to have proven
Yes,
himself.
please.
No, no.
Yes.
Prove yourself
First.
first, and we understand that you're a hardworking man. If you're down, we got you. But
Don't be down for too long.
oh, don't.
I'm going to get tired. I'm going to
No.
get bored.
Get ready to pick yourself up, because guess what? Women don't want to be providers for too long.
Yeah.
We get pissed off. You know, we provide 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
3 years.
It's like, what's happening
up?
here?
Bro, Safa.
Bro.
1 year. After 1 year, trust me, you're going to have a grumpy woman all walking all around the house.
Exactly. You're gonna have
all the
a
time.
very sad woman. You're gonna turn her into a nag. You're gonna be like, I don't even know who you are again. But guess what? She's a product of your laziness. That's who she is. So when you fall, get yourself back up. We're just saying women have the back of your men who care about you, who love you. And men do not take advantage of women who are always
Good
there for you.
women.
Because guess what? When a woman wants to walk out the door, she doesn't look back. So
And sometimes a woman can walk out the door and still stays with you for 2 years before really walking out physically.
She's gone before she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone before she's gone.
Oh yeah. So this was quite interesting. It's funny how we're talking about percentages and actually none of it is working.
It's working.
It's not working. I think there are
Yeah.
times that I am 40%. I think there are times that I am 30%. I think there are times that I am 20%. I think there are times I'm 50. There are times I am 60. But all in all, I am holding my home down, and my
Yeah.
man is holding my home down. That's what matters. So no
That's-
formula.
There's no.
That's what it's called, partnership.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a partnership. This is live.
This is live, and
We are having fun with Aras.
This session has been made interesting by Ara's Healthy Treats, guys. You should order some for you before you ask what you're bringing to the table when you don't have one.
And why not sip some passion pine?
See, why do you have a table?